After a week of using the Vivo V50, I can confidently say that I've experienced a roller coaster of emotions with this device. From its sleek design to its intricate software features, I've delved deep into what makes this smartphone stand out in a saturated market. In this review, I'll walk you through my thoughts and experiences covering various aspects such as design, performance, camera capabilities, battery life, and overall user experience. So let's get started. The first thing we all notice about a smartphone is its design. The Vivo V50 retains much of the design language of its predecessor, the V40. Featuring a sleek form factor with curved edges and an elongated circular camera module. The key differentiator this time is the redesigned camera module, which now houses a larger Aura Ring light without a dedicated autofocus sensor. Vivo has also enhanced the V50 durability, equipping it with an IP69 rating for water and dust resistance and a flatter display for added resilience. The screen features advanced shield glass, a custom anti-drop protective film, and shock-absorbing cushions at all four corners to minimize damage from accidental drops. Vivo states that the V50 has undergone over 70 rigorous tests, including drop and twist assessments, to ensure superior durability. And also when the phone fell from me by mistake. I don't see any damage in body or screen, but I will still recommend using a protective case to avoid accidental damages. Vivo has introduced the V50 in two new color schemes, Starry Blue and Rose Red. The Rose Red variant that I had, it features a matte finish, offering a more subtle aesthetic, while Starry Blue is more striking. This technology creates a dynamic, light-based effect, shifting colors and revealing a starry design when light hits the surface. However, the phone's glossy back becomes a magnet for fingerprints and smudges, somewhat diminishing its appeal. Be that as it may, the Starry Blue color variant will be a good option for those who love to flaunt their smartphones. The Vivo V50 features an in-display fingerprint scanner, which takes a fraction of a second to unlock the smartphone and is quite reliable. The phone offers a USB Type-C port at the bottom edge for charging and data transfer. Audio performance is bolstered by stereo speakers, delivering an immersive listening experience with music or movies. Moving to the front, it features a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with full HD plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate. But there is one puzzling: Vivo has dropped the pixel density to 387 pixel per inch only. In everyday use, this downgrade is hardly noticeable, and the content on the screen still looks sharp. Unless you are really pixel peeping, it is unlikely that this change will affect your viewing experience. The AMOLED panel offers vibrant colors and deep blacks, keeping up with what you would expect from a premium mid-range device. I tested the dynamic refresh rate using the Show Refresh Rate option in developer mode, and it mostly held steady at 120 Hz while navigating through the interface. However, it is worth noting that the refresh rate doesn't drop to 60 Hz when always-on display is on, which would have been better for conserving battery life. The peak brightness remains at 4500 nits, making indoor visibility a non-issue. The screen holds up exceptionally well even in direct sunlight, maintaining clarity and brightness. The display also comes with a slightly warmer tone by default, which makes content visually comfortable and easy on the eyes. Lastly, Vivo's signature micro-curved display gives it a premium look, and I didn't encounter any missed touches during gaming sessions. Over a week, the display has performed consistently well. Overall, the Vivo V50 offers a good display experience. As performance enthusiasts, here's what I discovered after a 1 week. It comes with Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 chipset with 4 nanometer, and it's the same one powering the Vivo V40. The phone coupled with 8 or 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage. Vivo continues to stand by this processor, citing it as a solid performer that meets everyday needs. In my day tasks, the V50 handles multitasking smoothly. It can keep up with 40 apps running in the background. And while that is mostly true, there is a slight delay, almost a second, when reopening older background apps. For gaming, the phone manages well at lower settings. Call of Duty, for example, ran smoothly on low settings. However, I struggled a bit at the medium graphics setting with 60 frames. The hiccup is minimal while aiming down sights or in the middle of a gunfight. Notably, the device stayed cool even after about 30 minutes of gaming and watching long movies on Netflix or YouTube with full HD quality. Thanks to you, my friend. If you continue watch the video until now, For the battery life and software, the Vivo V50 runs Android 15-based FunTouch 15 OS. The pre-installed apps are in number 51 to be exact. The overall software experience remains pretty intuitive. There aren't significant changes to the UI from the previous iteration, but the phone provides a suite of AI features. While the features may not be unique to the device, they prove highly useful, whether you're effortlessly removing unwanted objects from an image with AI Eraser or quickly searching the web for on-screen content using Circle to Search. Vivo V50 also enhances the calling experience with features like live call translation and AI transcript assist, offering real-time translations in local languages and text transcripts of lengthy calls for easy reference, respectively. And for the power, the Vivo V50 boasts a 6,000 mAh battery, which is substantial enough to provide at least a day's backup and then some on regular usage. The handset lasted for a solid 16 hours during my day use, with play games, watching movies, or make calls and moving between apps. During watched video, the phone consumed a respectable 3% battery life after 30 minutes with 50% brightness and volume level. As for charging, the V50 offers 90-watt support that takes roughly 60 minutes to juice up from 0% to 100%. A compatible charger is also provided in the box. Finally, the camera. The Vivo V50's camera setup is Sport Zeiss dual rear cameras comprising 50-megapixel OIS primary camera and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensors with 119-degree. The front camera is also a 50-megapixel shooter for selfies and video calling. The cameras have been optimized to deliver images with tonal accuracy and reduced noise. While the latter wasn't always the case in certain scenarios, the V50's color science remained closer to reality during my testing. In main camera, the colors pop with good saturation, and the dynamic range is generally good, capturing skies with a cinematic appeal. However, there is a noticeable drop in quality as the light fades. During dusk, I noticed that the dynamic range of the images can be inconsistent. While the skies retain their vibrancy, the darker areas of the foreground, especially where sunlight is lacking, tend to lose sharpness and detail. Softness creeps in, and noise becomes more visible, though not to an extreme extent. In good lighting, it consistently produces detailed human portraits with on-point sharpness levels and accurate skin tones. Hair strands and fabric textures come through clearly, which shows the camera's ability to capture finer details. While zooming in does show some softness in the photos, this is expected in this price range and doesn't ruin the overall look. In low light, the V50's night mode holds up well. Post-processing brings out lively colors, and the overall output is quite clean with minimal noise. Buildings and structures are captured with enough detail. For casual night photography, the V50 manages to offer a balanced, well-lit output with respectable color accuracy and enough detail. In selfies, it delivers better exposure for facial details and background elements. Additionally, the Vivo smartphone preserves shadows effectively and maintains true-to-life skin tones for a more natural look. The phone also can record videos with 4K at 30 frames, but when moving fast when recording, the quality not be the best here. In the end, the Vivo V50 emerges as a well-rounded mid-range smartphone, appealing to those a strong phone without breaking the bank. When it comes to pricing, the Vivo V50 positions itself competitively in the mid-range market. It offers a compelling blend of design, performance, and camera capabilities without the hefty price tag often associated with flagship devices. For users seeking a smartphone that delivers excellent value without compromising on essential features, the Vivo V50 emerges as a strong contender. If you are ready now to buy a new mid-range phone, would you really consider this phone from Vivo? Or is there another phone in your mind? So let us know your opinion and comment below. Happy watching and goodbye.